Okay, we're going to do our section we started early in the week, of course. It's called And Finally, not referring to this being the final moment of the show. Of course, this is the kind of news item we like in the end of the news where it's normally like, and finally, this dog, this skateboard, work it out for yourselves. But we speak to someone who's in the news or something in the news that gives us a little bit of lift. And this is a lovely story we saw, so we managed to track this woman down because she's an 82-year-old skydiver, but she's doing something even more remarkable than that. It's Dilys Price, and Dilys is on the phone now. Hello, Dilys.
Oh, hello, Jonathan.
Hello, lovely to speak to you. Thank you for taking time to speak to us today.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
Okay, so you've already skydived in the past, I believe. Can you tell me how many times?
Oh, I've done 1,127.
Wow! Hang on a second. No,
Dilys,
hang on a second. We want to celebrate that moment. 1,127 all successful, I imagine.
Well,
1,000.
really, I've had a few mishaps, mine.
No, what kind of mishaps can you have and then still go up there again?
Yes, my parachute hasn't opened, and I've had to cut away, and there were burn lines, there were burn marks on the lines.
Oh, my goodness.
But you have to do it.
Oh, my. So what do you mean your parachute didn't open? How did you get down? Would someone else grab hold of you?
No. You've got a reserve. I mean, they're very good. The skydiving community is a very safe community, so you have a reserve parachute. But what happened, I was in America, and I had lots and lots of twists, and usually you kick them out, which is fine.
Right.
But this time there were so many, I couldn't kick them out. And I realized I was going to have to do something and pull my reserve. But when I went to pull my reserve, there were so many twists that I couldn't pull it. And when I finally did pull it and got down, there were burn marks on the lines.
So twists are where the parachute or the cables holding the parachute, they're twisting around each other?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh, wow. And you know, did you fear for your life at that stage? Do you think
it's very funny. I mean, the light got brighter, which I think is something physiological. And I remember thinking, this has happened before. And it was as if I was going through a door. But actually, there was no scared. I wasn't scared. It's quite interesting, really. I don't know if I'll be able to come back from a moment of death and tell other people, but I did feel it wasn't scary. I'm not scared of death.
That alone is a great thing to hear. Although I'll be honest with you, that would put me off skydiving again.
No. It's wonderful. There's nothing like it.
Okay, well,
if you haven't done it, you should do it, Jonathan.
I can't do it. I'm not allowed to do it, Dilys.
Because you've got a bad heart?
Any number of reasons which we can't possibly go into here. Any number of very
but
complicated reasons.
Tandem jumps, they will catch you when you get to the bottom. They will support you in many ways. But if you can't do it, watch a few videos.
No, you know what?
Let me just tell you how wonderful it is. And we can't do everything.
I'm scared.
It's been great for me because it opened my life up.
I'm scared.
I must say, I'm going to tell anybody who's in a sort of midlife crisis to do something.
Hang on, Dilys. Now you're telling me I'm going through a midlife crisis, and that's why I should go. How did you know? How can you tell? So you're doing one more, and this is a special one coming up, isn't it?
Yes. And this one is going to be with the oldest and the youngest person in the world.
Wow.
Because I've got the Guinness Book of Records for being the oldest female skydiver in the world. And lovely Megan is just 16. She's not yet 16. She was determined to do one as soon as she's 16, which means she can only do one with her parents' permission. And she's got a brother who comes to us and enjoys our sessions, and she's really doing it for him and for the Touch Trust.
Well, we should point out, because this is a charity, it's an autism charity called Touch Trust, I believe,
yeah.
Is that correct?
It's about touch and it's about music, and it's about transforming lives for children and adults who've had the misfortune to be on an uneven playing field, and we make that playing field more equal for them.
That's about as lovely a thing.
Transforms lives.
That's about as lovely a thing as you can do with your time. And of course, this is, I should mention as well, you're already, and people will be thinking, wow, what an inspirational person you are, just what you're doing in the air and on the way down there. But you're also an OBE because of your services to less able children.
Very ordinary, really. But I've had the luck to understand that we have the happiest life when we give as well as we receive. And skydiving has helped me to be very courageous, and that has been essential in running and starting a charity. So I'm just lucky, really.
So, Dilys,
enjoying life and going for it.
When is the big jump going to happen?
It's on the 13th. And we have lost a lot of money.
On the 13th? You're doing this on the 13th, and a lot of people consider that a very unlucky day, Dilys.
Yeah, no, it's not Friday. I think if it was Friday, I might think. But of course, we've got to go when Megan is 16.
Yes.
So she wants to make it really on the 16th, and we are hoping somehow by some miracle to raise £10,000.
Okay, and so people can donate. No doubt they can find out details
on Just Giving. And I mean, I'm really scared because I like to have a very large drop zone now, and Swansea, which is the most beautiful drop zone in the world, and is a moderate size for anybody who's young and skilled, but for me is rather small. And I got scared of it and didn't go to skydive there for a long time, but I've done 2 in this last few months.
And you've coped
So
with
I'm
the
doing
smaller
it. So,
drop zone.
I'm putting myself on the line.
Wow.
So I do hope some people who spare money will
Okay.
put themselves a bit on the line.
So I'm sure anyone's heard you. I'm inspired listening to you. I'm going to go to Just Give and Give some as well. Hopefully other people can as well. What's the worst part, though, or what's the best part? Perhaps? Is it the moment when you launch, or is the land the most nerve-wracking part?
Well, the wonderful part is they say it's the ultimate sense of freedom. I mean, for 60 seconds, you're flying. You're a bit like a turkey in the air, but you don't think you are. You're just flying, you're turning, you're rolling.
Do you do the
you're
gymnastic
backflipping.
tumbling in the air? Do you do any manoeuvres?
Oh, yes. You backflip, you stand up, you sit, you barrel roll, and you do as much as you can in that 50 seconds. And it's just unbelievable. So that's the ultimate. That keeps me doing it. I'm determined to go and do it because I just love that moment. I think the biggest scared moment is the moment you go for your ripcord and you pull the parachute, and I think that second your heart nearly stops when you're waiting for it to open above you.
Well, especially the time it didn't.
Well, do you know, what a way to go, eh? We've all got one life, haven't we? And I'm going to have fun all the time.
There you go. I'm definitely donating now. Dilys, lovely speaking to you. Good luck next week. Good luck with, or 2 weeks' time. Good luck with young Megan as well. Give her our best as well. It's a wonderful thing you're doing. It's
And thank you, Jonathan. It's nice to talk to you.
So lovely speaking to you today. Take care of yourself.
Thank you for asking me.
There you
Bye.
go. That's the lovely Dilys Price. OBE. She will soon be, hopefully, in the record books as the oldest skydiver, jumping through the air with the youngest skydiver as well. That's a fabulous story. Thanks for joining us.